If you see a crescent moon and the letter M on your palm, don't shrug it off as luck. This is not random. This is a sacred sign. Your path has been quietly sketched in the lines of your hand. Right now, we are going to open what the universe has been trying to show you. In old traditions, from Indian palm reading to Egyptian wisdom, secret marks carved into the skin of your palm were read as messages from higher forces, direct codes from the divine. If you carry both the crescent moon and the letter M on your hand, you are not simply different, you are chosen. These marks are more than decoration. They are spiritual signatures for those born for bigger purpose, sharper intuition, and life-changing influence. Whether you have noticed them for years or you only see them now, this is an awakening. The moment your destiny begins moving toward you, here is what you must know and what you must do. You have stared at your palm and asked, "What does this mean?" That tiny crescent moon under your fingers, the clear letter M formed across your lines. It felt strange, almost impossible to ignore. And when you tried to tell people, they shrugged, dismissed it, or laughed. But something inside you always believed otherwise. You are not imagining it. You are not overthinking. You are not losing your mind. You are chosen. These signs are not accidental. The crescent moon has long been a symbol of divine feminine force, sacred intuition, and deep spiritual sensitivity. It doesn't appear on every hand. It is rare. It marks those who pick up feelings others miss. You sense unseen energies in a room. You dream of things before they happen. You have always felt a little different, more aware, more open, more connected to something invisible. And the M, that letter, stands for messenger. It shows up in the palms of people who are here to shift energy, break family patterns, and lift humanity. People with an M on their hand often have deep inner strength, sharp discernment, and a spiritual purpose, even if they haven't yet claimed it. This is not fantasy, it is frequency. You operate on a spiritual wavelength most ignore. That's why you felt out of place. That's why ordinary life didn't satisfy you. The world wasn't rejecting you. The world was trying to wake you up. Your gifts are not accidents. They are assignments. You are not here to fit in. You are here to shine. You are marked for a purpose. And when you accept that, things begin to shift. There's a quiet voice inside you, a whisper that speaks without words, a gentle nudge that touches your spirit when something is right or wrong. It is not fear, it is not doubt, it is intuition. And if you have the crescent moon on your palm, that voice is louder for you than for many. That's not random. That's not merely being sensitive. That is your spiritual GPS, installed to guide you through the fog of life. The moon in palm wisdom is not just a picture. It is a portal, a sign of someone connected to the subconscious, to dreams, to the unseen places where truth lives before it appears in the world. You might feel shifts before anything is said. You might sense someone's real intention without a single word. You might feel a sudden pull to leave, to turn a corner, or to make a choice you can't fully explain. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. That is your soul remembering things your mind does not yet understand. But here's the honest truth. Society trains us to doubt that inner voice. Be practical, they say. Don't be so emotional. Yet how many times have you ignored your gut only to regret it later? The crescent moon is your reminder that your instincts are not only valid, they are holy. When you begin to trust your intuition as a real compass, not just a passing hunch, you unlock a life of clarity, peace, and meaning. You stop searching for answers outside of yourself and start following the divine map already written inside you. Your intuition is not a weakness. It is a gift, a straight connection to the truth behind the veil, And now is the time to start listening. Look at your palm again. Do you see it? That mysterious, unmistakable M made by the heart line, the headline, and the lifeline. That letter is not a random shape. It is a signal, a spiritual stamp, a divine code on your hand to remind you that you have a mission. The M does not appear on every palm. When it does, it often belongs to someone who is not here for an ordinary life. These people question everything. They feel a burning need to understand truth, purpose, and their place in the world. As children, they may have been misunderstood, labeled too intense, too curious, too rebellious. But what the world called defiance was actually destiny trying to wake them up. People with an M on their palm are here to lead, not always from a platform or a stage, but from a place of integrity, deep insight, and inner fire. They walk through storms so they can guide others to calm. They lose themselves to find deeper truth. They carry light into places where others fear to go. You are not here to follow trends, chase approval, or fit in boxes. You are here to break patterns, expose illusions, and lift people out of sleep. Your life is not random, it is a map. Your pain shaped your power. Your questions carved out wisdom. The M is your reminder. You were not made to shrink. You were made to wake the sleeping, heal the hurting, and rise so others can rise with you. This is your work. Step into it. Your energy is not passive. It is strong, magnetic, and obvious. And if you carry both the crescent moon and the sacred M on your palm, that strength is amplified beyond what most people can understand. That is why you have likely felt the extremes in life more than others. People either reach for you like a lifeline, or they pull away without reason. It is not because you are wrong. It is because your energy speaks before you do. When your vibration is high, when you are tuned into intuition, truth, and purpose, you never blend into the background. You radiate, and that radiance does not allow for middle ground. It either wakes people up or it disturbs them. You have probably walked into a room and felt the air change. Notice strangers open up to you quickly, or felt distance from people you once loved. It is all energy. Your frequency is strong because it is sacred. Sacred energy does not go unnoticed. It reveals masks, stirs feelings, and wakes what was asleep in others. That is a gift, and it is also a duty. You are not meant to hide, to make others comfortable, or to dim your light so others won't feel the contrast. You are meant to know that your energy is a mirror. It reflects truth, intention, and alignment back to anyone who stands in front of you. The crescent moon marks your link to divine flow, and the M marks your mission to lead with honesty. When these two forces meet, your presence becomes a lighthouse. But lighthouses do not beg ships to stay. They simply shine, whether the sea brings company or solitude. So trust the pull and the push, the coming together and the pulling apart. It is not personal, it is energetic, and it is proof that your presence is potent, your way is guarded, and your energy is performing exactly as it was made to do. If you bear the crescent moon and the sacred M on your palm, there is a strong chance your hands are not only tools of motion, they are tools of healing. And whether you noticed it or not, you have been affecting people's energy, calming storms and easing pain just by being near them, through your words, your touch, and your presence. This is not imagination, it is inheritance. A healing gift woven into your soul and visible on your skin. People come to you not just for tips or solutions, but for shelter. They feel lighter after talking to you, seen, known, even if they cannot name why. Your aura is medicine. Your compassion carries a tone that mends what was broken in others, often without effort. But with great healing power comes a sacred duty to guard your energy strongly, to choose your battles with care, and to stop believing that just because you can help everyone, you must. Many gifted healers burn out not because they lack strength, but because they lack limits. Your hands were not made to carry every other person's burden. They were made to send light, to wake what sleeps in the hearts of others, to lift, not to rescue. This gift can show up in many ways, through touch, through words, through art, through simply being fully present. It is time to stop doubting and start developing it. You are a light bearer, an energetic amplifier, a vessel for something greater. Hiding that truth will only create confusion and weariness. But when you accept it fully, when you realize healing is not just something you do, but something you are, you step into power. You must build simple boundaries. Learn to say no without guilt. Protect your peace. Rest like your life depends on it, because your energy does. When you allow others to dump their weight on you constantly, you lose your own charge. You become flat. You start to doubt your call. So practice holding space, not absorbing it. Be available to help, but do not become a container for everyone's chaos. Let others learn to carry their lessons. Your role is to point the way, to hold the light, to remind people of their strength, not to carry their fate. You will meet resistance. You will meet people who attack the light you carry because it shows up what they hide. You will encounter skeptics who try to explain away your experiences with logic or mockery. That is normal. Let it roll off you. Stay steady. Keep your hands open to the sacred work and closed to the energy drainers. Surround yourself with people who feel like home to your soul. Find those who mirror your truth back to you. Create rituals that recharge you. Simple practices like quiet time, journaling, gentle movement, or a small way to honor the moon cycle. These tiny acts protect your center and sharpen your gift. Develop your discernment. Not everyone who recognizes your gift is kind. Not every person who needs help is ready to grow. Learn to read intention as well as energy. Let your inner compass guide you toward those who are ready, willing, and able to meet you halfway. In that way, your gift multiplies. It touches those who will use it to heal themselves, then spread it onward. Use your voice. Your hand marks you, but your voice moves the world. Speak the truth you feel. Teach from your experience, not from theory. Share your story in a way that opens doors rather than closes them. Tell the truth gently, but do tell it. Stories are medicine. Your story will be the bridge for someone else's awakening. Honor the cycles. The moon mark on your palm is a reminder that life moves in phases. There are seasons to rest, seasons to act, seasons to wait, and seasons to harvest. Learn to trust the timing that comes from within, not the pressure of the world. When you sync with those cycles, your choices become wiser and your path more peaceful. Do not be afraid of solitude. Solitude is where your inner work deepens. In quiet, you hear your compass. In stillness, your purpose clarifies. Many who carry sacred marks are misunderstood because they choose solitude often, not as punishment, but as practice. Solitude replenishes your power. It helps you return to people whole instead of empty. Practice humility. Your gift is big, but it is not an excuse for pride. Let your work be fuel for service, not ego. Remember that healing is a sacred exchange. You give light, and the world gives you lessons and sometimes unexpected gifts. Stay teachable. Keep learning. Keep refining your craft. Read, study, and seek mentors who walk the quiet path of service. Please value the ordinary. Even though you are marked, the everyday matters. Small acts of kindness, consistent habits, and humble service build a life that lasts. Do your work without seeking applause. Let your life be the proof. When you move through the world with steady faith and simple acts, you anchor your calling. When fear shows up, name it. Fear will try to stop you from stepping fully into the role you were given. Acknowledge it. Breathe through it. Then act anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the choice to move forward in spite of it. The crescent moon and the M on your hand are your reminders that you were made for courage. You will be tested. You will be asked to give when you have little. You will be asked to forgive when it is hard. And you will be asked to stay true when the easy thing is to leave. These tests refine you. Each challenge polishes your edge. Each wound becomes a doorway to more empathy, more strength, more wisdom. Know that your life matters. Even when the road feels lonely, even when results are slow, your presence changes things. Your small acts ripple outward in ways you cannot yet see. People you will never meet will be healed because you showed up and did your work honestly. Finally, remember this. Markings on the skin point to markings in the soul. The crescent moon marks your connection to the unseen flow. The M marks your role as a messenger. Together, they tell a story. You are here for more than comfort. You are here to wake, to heal, to lead, and to love without limits. Embrace it, protect it, walk in it. If this resonates, begin with one quiet step today. Look at your hand. Breathe. Thank whatever force you believe in for the sign. Make one small promise to yourself, to listen more to that inner voice, to say no when your spirit needs rest, and to say yes when the work calls. Practice those simple things and watch how your path opens. You were given these marks for a reason. Your destiny is not somewhere else. It is written in your palm, waiting for you to read it and to live it. Into alignment. And from that place, miracles begin to unfold. The world doesn't just need your hands. It needs the intention behind them. Use them well, and they will heal far more than you ever imagined. If you carry the crescent moon on your palm, there's a part of you that craves silence. Not because you're weak or afraid of life, but because your soul speaks in whispers, not shouts. And silence is the sacred space where your strength returns to you. In a culture obsessed with noise, speed, and constant display, your quiet nature may have been misunderstood, even judged. But what others call withdrawal is actually alignment. You're not hiding, you're healing. The chaos of the outside world can feel suffocating to someone so deeply tuned to energy, feeling, and spiritual truth. And that's why you often need to step back, shut out the noise, and return to stillness. It's not escape, it's energetic care. The crescent moon marks those who feel more than most, who carry other people's emotions like echoes inside them, and that sensitivity, when unmanaged, can become too much. But in silence, you hear your soul again. In solitude, you recalibrate. Your insights, your intuitive nudges, your inner clarity, they don't come when you're chasing, proving, or performing. They come in quiet moments, the long pauses, the space between action. The world may call your silence passivity, but it's actually precision. You don't speak to be heard. You speak to shift. You don't move for attention. You move in truth. And when you follow that rhythm, you operate at your highest frequency. So the next time you feel the pull to withdraw, to unplug, to be still, don't fight it. That is your alignment calling you home. Silence is not an empty space. It's a vortex where your spirit recharges, your power assembles, and your destiny whispers its next direction. Let the world be loud. You were made for the stillness that changes everything. You didn't arrive here by accident. You came with intention. And if the crescent moon and the M are etched in your palm, They are holy reminders of the spiritual contracts your soul agreed to long before you ever took your first breath. You may not remember signing them, but you feel them each time your heart pulls you towards something greater. Each time you sense that your life carries meaning that can't be explained by logic or circumstance. These markings are not ornaments. They are declarations from a higher realm, cosmic signatures that confirm you were sent here with a purpose beyond mere survival or success. Your soul chose this exact body, this timeline, these events, not to punish you, but to prepare you. The pain you've endured was not random. It was part of the awakening. The people who opened you weren't mistakes. They were mirrors. And the reason you've never quite fit in, never fully settled, is because your contract was never about comfort. It was about contribution. You're here to change frequencies, to anchor light, to live so others remember who they really are. And deep inside, you already know this. That longing you feel, that restlessness, that sense that you're meant for more. It's the echo of the promise your soul made to the universe. Send me, I'll go. And now the signs on your palm are waking that memory. Every step forward in your truth completes the agreement. Every moment spent in fear delays it. Fulfillment doesn't come from chasing what the world values. It comes from remembering why you came. You are not lost. You are being recalled to your mission. The markings on your hand are not prophecies of fate. They are reminders of who you already are and what you're here to finish. Once you begin aligning with your soul's true path, you'll notice something remarkable. Synchronicities begin to speed up like breadcrumbs from the universe guiding you home. And if you bear the crescent moon and the letter M on your palm, this acceleration can be stunning, even overwhelming, because these marks belong to those with heightened spiritual sensitivity, people who naturally tune into messages others miss. You'll begin seeing repeating numbers, 111, 333, 777, on clocks, receipts, and plates. You'll hear a name in your head, and then someone says it aloud. You'll think of a person and they call you a moment later. These aren't accidents. They're confirmations. They are the language of the divine, the universe's way of saying, yes, you're on the right path. Keep going. The more you listen, the clearer these signs become. Not because the world is changing, but because you are. Your frequency is rising, your awareness is widening, your energy is becoming a match for the truth you were always meant to live. And the more you trust, the more the invisible becomes undeniable. Dreams turn into messages, random meetings become divine appointments, songs carry answers, and even your setbacks start making sense, revealing hidden blessings behind every delay. But here's the secret. You must stop dismissing them. Stop calling them odd or random. Start seeing them for what they are. Cosmic alignments, invitations to deeper faith and sharper intuition. When you treat synchronicities as sacred, you begin to recognize the pattern, to follow the thread, to answer the call. The world will still be loud. People will still demand explanations. But you'll know something they don't, that the quiet inside you is a portal, that every pause, every retreat, every moment you chose soul over show was training for what you're about to become. So let those markings on your palm be your compass, not your cage. Let them remind you that you were selected for this time, that your sensitivity is a gift, not a flaw. Walk gently, but with certainty. Step softly, but with purpose. Speak only when your words shift things. Move only when your actions carry truth. And when the signs come, the numbers, the names, the perfect meetings, answer them. Follow the breadcrumbs. They lead to the work you were made to do.